You probably found yourself scrolling through social media or tidying up instead of working on important tasks at least once in your life. If that's the case, stay with me until the end for 5 practical tips to overcome procrastination. What is procrastination? Procrastination isn't just laziness, it's actively avoiding tasks even when we know they're important. It's less about time management and more about our emotions. Procrastination often comes from emotional discomfort. Tasks that makes us anxious or doubtful can push us to choose easier and less stressful activities as a form of relief. Common reasons for procrastination. Reason number 1. Fear of failure or success. You might fear the task going wrong, or surprisingly, you might fear success and responsibilities it brings. Reason number 2. If a task feels unclear or disorganized, your brain resists spending energy on something it doesn't fully understand. Reason number 3. Perfectionism. The desire to do something perfectly can freeze you in place. You wait for the perfect moment instead of starting. Reason number 4. Exhaustion. Physical or mental fatigue can lead to procrastination. Your brain doesn't want to engage if you're tired, stressed, or sleep deprived. How to understand why you procrastinate? To get to the root of procrastination, ask yourself, what am I afraid of this task? Why am I resisting it? Do I fully understand this task? Am I physically and emotionally ready to work? Answering these questions will provide you with clarity and help release some of the tension. 5 practical tips to beat procrastination. Tip number 1. Clarify the goal. We're more likely to procrastinate when we don't understand what is expected of us. To overcome this, ask questions like, what should the final result look like? How will I measure success of this task? Tip number 2. Break tasks into mini steps. Large tasks can feel overwhelming. Instead of finish the project, start with something small, like creating one slide or gathering some data. Tip number 3. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Shift your mindset. Instead of thinking, I have to complete this whole project, tell yourself, I'll spend next 30 minutes on just this first step. Tip number 4. Schedule breaks. Procrastination can be a sign that you are exhausted. Allow yourself breaks, but set a time limit. Tip number 5. Remind yourself of the why. If your motivation is fading, revisit the reasons you started this task. Are they still meaningful to you? Write your why down and keep it visible. Procrastination is not your enemy. It's a signal that something isn't right. It might be anxiety, unclear goals, or just plain exhaustion. Use the tips from this video to figure out what's holding you back and take a small step forward. And remember, be kind to yourself. Progress, no matter how small, is still a progress. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share your tips on beating procrastination in the comments. Subscribe and see you next time.